Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. And if you're not new, then hi again. So this is my channel. I love doing everything DIYs, Dollar Tree DIYs. I love doing thrift flips, and I also love to make wreaths. So if you like what you see, I would love for you to become part of our little family here and hit that red subscribe button. And also remember to hit the like because that does help me on YouTube, and leave a comment because I love to hear what you guys think. You can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. And now recently I opened up my own wreath shop in Etsy. So the name of it is Krista's Wreath Designs. And if you're interested in getting a wreath, stop on by. I will have the link down below. Today is all about Scrumpdidlyumptious candy-inspired DIYs with these lovely ladies that we all get together every single month. And Tammy from the Second Time's a Charm is my co-host today. So make sure you check them all out. I will have them in the description box below, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So it's all about inspired candy DIYs. So what I did is I'm moving into Christmas. I'm done with fall and Halloween. So I decided to get this gingerbread house from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put candy all over it because that's what gingerbread houses are about, right? So the first thing I did is I'm using this Tuscan red. I absolutely love this color. Oh no, not Tuscan red, sorry. This one is Christmas red. And it's by Kfarrauto. And what I did is I colored my windows first. So I'm doing like all the trim on the actual gingerbread house. And we are going to go in this and we're going to do it a little bit different because I want to put lights on mine. So we're going to put some lights, we're going to put some candy, we're going to put some real like 3D trees and even a 3D wreath. I want it to kind of come to life and be able to stand up and look like a real gingerbread house. So like I said, I did all the trims on the windows. These ones were a little bit harder because they weren't raised up like the other ones. So I just went in really carefully with my thin paintbrush and did the best I could. And it's not supposed to be perfect. And next I came in with nutmeg, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, nutmeg, brown, that is also by Folk Art. And what I'm doing is I'm going to start doing my whole house. So now I did do the roof, and the snow and everything was white, and then I did color the trees green. And it was just Christmas green. I think I did the color in. So whatever colors you want to do yours with is fine. But I just wanted to make this look really colorful and bright and cheery, like a gingerbread house is supposed to be. So once I went in and did all this, now this I went in with a thinner brush because I had to go around all the windows and the trees and everything. So I have this really cool shaved ice. It's called, and what it is it's really chunky glitter and it looks like shaved ice. So what I did is I took some of my Mod Podge and I dabbed it with my little dauber that you see there from the Dollar Tree, and then I just kind of sprinkled it on the house. So I kind of wanted it to sparkle and shine like snow really does. And this stuff is really cool. I got this on Amazon. I will link it in my description box below in case you're interested in getting some. But I really like the way it turns out, better than just using plain glitter. So what I did is I just did a little at a time because I didn't want to get it everywhere because we know how glitter can go all over the place. So I just kept doing a little bit at a time, and then I just kind of put it on my little paper there and then put it back in my jar. And I did do underneath the windows as well, and on the bottom there where you would see snow as well in the house there. So I just kept going with this, and it turned out so pretty, and it really makes it pop on the house. So it makes that snow really come shining through, and that's what I really liked about it. And I've only used this a couple times. Like, this jar has lasted me years, okay? So a little goes a long way with this stuff. And I don't really use it that often. Basically, I only use it when I'm doing Christmas DIY. So that's probably another reason why it lasted so long. But it's not really expensive either. It's really cheap. So I'll leave it in my description box like I said, in case you guys are interested. So next, I'm just going to shake that all off, all the excess. And I didn't even let it really dry because it just stuck immediately. And there you go, all done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these little wreaths that I got at Hobby Lobby in a package. I think they were like $1.50, and you get like 6 of them or something. So I put that on the door, and now we're going to put these lights around. Now these lights are the Dollar Tree lights. You just use your AA batteries, and they're candy canes, so it's candy. And I'm going to string them on the top of my roof and along the border there on top of where the door is and the 2 windows. I didn't go like all the way down to the bottom of the house. I just went in that much because that's as much as I had, and it just worked out perfectly that way. So what I did is I took glue dots and I just stuck a glue dot on the back of each one of them because I wanted them to stay in the right position, and I just stuck them down where I wanted them. And I just kind of stringed them along the house, just like you would on a regular house, only I'm using glue dots. So that's what I did, and it worked out perfectly. I did see somebody else use some super glue tape now that they sell at the Dollar Tree, so you could use that too. And that looks like a really good idea too, so I think I'm going to try that next. But I didn't have that, so I had the glue dots, and it worked out just fine. And the glue dots, I mean, it really sticks, and they don't come off unless you take them off. So they work out really well. And then I just went along that edge there too, like I told you, right above the other 2 windows and the door. And then what we're going to do is I just took the battery pack and I wrapped it around the back of the house, and I just gathered the extra wire and glue dot that to the back as well. And then I just used some Velcro dots that I had from the Dollar Tree, and I just Velcroed it to the back of the whole gingerbread house. Really simple, and it turned out super cute, and I just love the way it looks. So now you're going to see me turn it on. See? Cute. So that's what I did for that. Now next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, these are the My Little Christmas that you could find at Hobby Lobby. I love these things. They are so cute and so great for DIYs. But they're little gumdrops. So it's like a gumdrop wreath. And these are meant to be used on little trees, but little Christmas trees. But I use them as embellishments for Christmas with my DIYs, and it works out perfect. So what I did is I just used a little bit of hot glue, glued it down the one side of my house, and went up on top of the roof and around all that wiring and those candy canes, and came all the way down to the other side. And I just put a little bit of hot glue on one of the gumdrops and just went all the way around. And there it is, all done. So now I have these little suckers, and these were also in a package from the Little Christmas collection at Hobby Lobby, and I stuck those on the windows, and I'm just going to make it all full of candy. And then I had these little candies that look like they're wrapped in paper, and they are so cute. And I stuck those in the middle of my windows, and I was having so much fun making this house. And then it looked so good. My one son was in the room watching me while I was doing this, and he's like, "Mommy, these look like you can eat them." I'm like, "Yeah, but you can't. So just be careful if you got little ones, because you don't want them to put these in their mouth." So anyways, next I took that Velcro and I fastened it to the back. Now this bottom wooden piece that you see there, I'm going to use that to stick my house in. This was left over from fall, from those pumpkins that went inside these. I don't know if you've seen them at the Dollar Tree, but I ripped the pumpkins out and used them. And what I did is I used this to put my house in, and it worked out perfectly because all I needed was one wooden block to put on the back, and it stayed so nicely and stood up so straight. So it was really good. So now these are also from the My Little Christmas collection, and I had a gingerbread man and a gingerbread girl and some of these other little Christmas trees that were also from that collection. And I am going to glue those down on my little stand that I put on. my house. So what I do is I took some trees, and I believe I used the red and the green one to match the house, and I just put a little bit of glue, stuck them down where you see the other trees. And the only reason I painted the other trees because you can still see them a little bit in the background, and that's okay. So I wanted them to be seen, to kind of shadow the other ones. So I thought it looked really cool. And then I just put a little hot glue on the bottom of my gingerbread people, and I just stuck them down also on that little wooden piece that's holding my house up. And I don't know, I think I put some more candy down by them as well. And I put some little candy canes, I believe, on the little Christmas trees too. Super cute. And I'm sorry the angle is terrible that you guys can't see this, but I didn't want to keep tipping it down and then something falling. So I wanted the glue to really set before I went turning it over. But yes, I did. I took some more of those little candies and I stuck them down next to the gingerbread men and women. And then you'll see me in a second. I'm going to stick some of these little tiny candy canes. I got these at Hobby Lobby as well. You get a whole package of them, and I think they're like 40% off too. So really good deal. And I just stuck them on my tree just to dress up the trees a little bit, the Christmas trees. And I think that's all I do to this house. And it just turned out so super cute, and it's got candy. So this was candy themed, and I was like racking my head trying to think, what am I going to make that was candy? And I'm like, a gingerbread house, of course. What else would there be at Christmas, right? So perfect for this collaboration that we're doing. And there it is, all lit up. I just love the way it turned out, you guys. You guys let me know what you think in the description box. And here it is. So you see all the little candies and the little gingerbread men, and there it is, all lit up, super cute. I love it. So like I said, this is all about candy-inspired DIYs. Don't forget to check these talented ladies. Tammy is the co-host this month from Second Time's a Charm. Make sure you check them all out. All the links will be in the playlist down below. So make sure you click on those links. So now we're going to go on to DIY number 2. And I found these little houses at the Dollar Tree. And I knew I was going to use it for Christmas. So I bought a few of them. But what I'm going to do is I taped off the bottom because I want to keep that white. And I'm going to paint the house with the Tuscan red. And it's either Folk Art or Apple Barrel, I'm not sure, but I love this color red because it is such a deep, beautiful red, and it really took the coverage. And then I forgot that I wanted to do the top white, so I taped it off and I just sanded it a little bit to get all the paint off, that red paint, and then I just painted it white. And there it is, all done. I also put a coat of paint on that bottom as well, but I didn't show you in here. But next what I did is I took a big popsicle stick and I cut a piece off, and I wanted to make a chimney at the top. So what I did is I cut a piece off, and then these popsicle sticks were like flying everywhere. So then I had to make my door again because I painted over the door that was on there. And so what I did is I took smaller popsicle sticks, made a door. Now, this piece you see here looks like brick, and what it is it's soft wood, but it's not really wood. I don't know what you call it, compressed cardboard maybe, I don't know. But what I did is I glued it on top of this piece so that it would look like brick. So it's like my chimney, right? And then what I did is I cut around it. Now, I had this piece forever. I got this from Prima when I used to scrapbook, so I couldn't even tell you if it's still available. But, I mean, you can make brick on here. You can do whatever you want. You don't even need to do that. You could just paint it brown and call it a chimney. I mean, really. But I had it, so I used it because I figured I'm not going to use it anymore, so I might as well use it up. And then I went and painted my door with the nutmeg brown color, and I got those all painted, and then I start gluing that stuff down. I believe I also come in and I'm going to color my chimney a little bit. I'm putting my door up first, sorry. So now what I'm doing is I'm gluing the door up first. So I just took a little hot glue and I'm just gonna make my door, and I did drop one of the pieces and the glue got everywhere. I was so mad. I had to sand it and paint it again, but it's all part of crafting, right? So then I took this piece and I stuck that down and I just glued my door, and that was my door. Really easy. And then I came in and I just dried brushed some of that Tuscan red on my little brick chimney here, and made it kind of stand out a little bit so you could see those grooves in between, so it really looked like brick, and it turned out really good. I was really glad I found that piece in my stash. And next I had these little windows that I got in the scrapbooking collections in Hobby Lobby. They have these little ceramic windows like this, and I was gonna do one window, but I really didn't like it, so I knew I had another package of these, so I decided to go in with 2 of them. But first I glued my chimney up on top. And if you didn't know by now, we are making Santa's house, Santa and Mrs. Claus's house, and we're gonna make it candy style. So we're gonna have candy around it and all that, and make it look really festive for Christmas. And then I decided to come in and dry brush my door because it was just too brown. I don't know, I didn't like it. I wanted it to look wintry, so I wanted to kind of match my windows. So I just came in and dry brushed a heavy coat of that white chalk paint over it with my little brush, and now I think it looks much better. Doesn't it look like a face though, with the door and the 2 windows? It looks like 2 eyes and a mouth. That's hilarious. I'm just noticing that now. Okay, anyway, back to the craft. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I am gluing down the windows, and like I said, you can find these windows. They have them, they're over by the Tim Holtz stuff, so if you ever want them for a DIY, that's where they got them. And then I just came in and put a little dot for my doorknob with my other end of my paintbrush. And now I'm going to do the same thing I did to my gingerbread house. I'm going to use my Mod Podge and my little dabber, and I'm just going to dab some on. And then I'm going to come in with that shaved ice, as it's called, glitter. And I'm going to sprinkle that all over. And I did put some on my chimney too, because there would be snow on the chimney, right? And ice, so that's what I did for that. And then I also did some on the bottom as well. I'm gonna come in and do all of the bottom of the house and put snow down there as well, some of that shaved ice. So all nice and pretty. And you know that we're gonna put lights on this one too. Oh yes, we are. But first I'm gonna come in with the Mod Podge and do the bottom. And this one turned out so cute too. I mean, I couldn't believe I found these little houses at the Dollar Tree. I was so excited when I saw them, because I'm like, you could do so many things with these. So yeah, if you see them, grab them, because I've never seen these ones before. I mean, I've seen the houses before, you know, but not ones with the bottoms like this. So you can make them look so cute for so many different holidays. So now we're going to come in with the candy canes again, because this is candy themed. So we're going to do the candy canes around Santa's house, and I'm going to light this one up too. But this time I'm going to go down from the bottom and go all the way up my roof and come down the other side with my little glue dots I'm using as well again. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to string them all the way around, and then I'm going to glue it to the back of this house, the little battery pack, and then you can turn it on and off whenever you want and have it light up and look so cute. And I gotta tell you, this one was so much fun too. And there it is. And there's the lights. So cute. I just love it. So then I had this little chalkboard sign, and I said, you know what, we're gonna write North Pole, because it is Santa's house. So I wrote North Pole on it with my little chalk marker. And then what I did is I took these little figurines that I had from the Dollar Tree from last year, And this little Santa, little Mrs. Claus, there's a little brick opening where like you would walk up to the path to the house. I also had a little reindeer that I'm going to stick in there, and a little snowman. So we just dressied it all up to look like Santa's house. And then I'm going to take the reindeer, and he's holding a little candy cane, and Mrs. Claus is holding something that she baked, and it's just super cute. So it just all went well together. And then the little snowman also has a candy cane too. So it's all got candy in it, and it didn't have to be a lot of candy. I mean, it's just candy inspired. So it's supposed to inspire us, and this is what inspired me. And now I'm going to take this Dollar Tree ribbon, and I wanted to wrap the bottom of that pole with the chalk sign on it to make it look like, you know, it's the North Pole sign. So I just glued that around it, and then I stuck it to the back of that little thing, and there it is. Isn't that cute? And I even put a little Christmas tree out there too. And now I think I'm putting down my little snowman and gluing them all down, and there it is. So cute. And now I'm going to take this big candy cane that I had in a pack and from Hobby Lobby, and I stuck it in the middle of the house. And there it is, all done. And that's it, guys. So I hope you guys like it. Like I said, don't forget to check out the other ladies. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And remember, stay crafty. And don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, because when I hit 2,000, I'm having a giveaway. That's right. I'm close to 2,000, guys. So make sure you subscribe so you're eligible to win something. And I want to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.